So you can't share your screen while it's recording, or what's that about?
No, I just wanted to know if you could share your screen because I've never enabled someone to share the screen before.
No, the recording thing, like you wanted me to stop sharing my screen
Oh,
while
because
you were pressing record.
I don't edit these videos. So when I click record, this is what people are going to see when I share this with them.
Okay.
I didn't want them to see our back conversation as they can see now.
Oh, okay. I got you now.
Um, okay.
I hate blur. Let me see what my background is. Oh yeah, you know what? I need to do better. They can't see me all dark. All
Oh
right.
no, I could see you just fine, but I understand. I love
No,
all.
yeah, no. It needs to be bright. It does need to be dark.
Oh,
I'm
darn.
good. I'm ready. Let's get it started. People waiting.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's why I don't do waiting runs. Hello and welcome.
Hey Lisa, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, Vanessa?
Doing well, thanks.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Hopefully the suspense is building.
No worries.
Welcome. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Happy voting day. Um,
Oh,
I, I don't know that when I scheduled this initially, I was thinking of it being the voting day. Sorry, I wouldn't have done that to you guys. But maybe it's for the best. So like our nerves aren't like, just on edge, and we could just think about this trip that we have upcoming. And if the wrong person gets elected, we might end up moving to Belize anyway. I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, but welcome. Thank you guys for being here and spending part of your Tuesday evening with lesbian friends and the people that we are going to be going to Belize with. This is exciting. Um, I was just chatting with Nay before I let everyone in the waiting room. Sorry about you guys in that area. But I was just chatting with her and getting ready for the presentation and for the meet and greet. So this information session, I started doing information session virtual meet and greets just for trip participants, probably like at the beginning of this year. And I noticed that it was a great opportunity for people to disseminate information because I probably send you a lot of emails that you all might not want to read. So it's a way to verbally do information sharing, but also just a way to get to know the people ahead of time and meet each other virtually who are going to be going on this trip with us. So I was chatting with Nay again before I let everyone into the waiting room because this is a very unique information virtual meet and greet session. In that this is the first trip where there is going to be a trip leader who is not myself. After doing lesbian friends trips since there's been over like 15 trips, almost 20 trips since 2011. And having over 60 events, I'm finally relinquishing my Taurus control, USA, and letting someone else take the reins, which I think will be a great opportunity for not only the people who are going on the trip, but for the trip leader. And also it's also a new feature, if you will, to our travel group because this is also an opportunity for all of you who are going to travel with us to potentially be a trip leader in the future and get to come on a trip, do a little work, but for the compensation of potentially going on a trip. So I'm anyway, without further ado, you guys probably know me, whether you know my face, you know my name. I'm the person who signs all the emails. But I wanted to take this opportunity and just kind of ease that introduction in, if you will, and introduce our trip leader for the Belize trip and my good friend. She goes by Miss Nay. I call her many things. But introduce my friend Nay, who's been on multiple trips with me over the years since 2015. I feel like it's like up to 7 or 8 now. She's also co-hosted trips with me and helped me facilitate. I believe this is everyone's first trip, Leslie French trip, which is very exciting. But just know that you're in good hands. I mean, we're a group, we're a team, it's a supportive community, but you will have a brand new experience, being led, by the amazing Miss Nay, who will be our trip leader and who is also the co-host of this information session tonight. So I met Nay, just as a way of introduction. I met Nay back in 2015 or 16.
I think it might have been earlier, but it was a Deep Creek trip. I know that. I can describe it, but
yes,
I think it was Deep Creek, or I start coming to your events way back.
Yes, I think the first time I remember meeting you was at a masquerade event, and then you went on a winter trip. It wasn't Deep Creek. I think it was a different winter trip, but nonetheless, you've been on several Deep Creek trips. And Nay is always just instrumental in leading, helping, facilitating. And as you guys might know, Leslie Friends is hosting 12 trips next year. I have a full-time job. I cannot go on all these trips. So this is another way for the community to get involved and be a bigger part of this creation, if you will, this group, and lend a helping hand. But anyway, Miss Nay would probably sign up for all the trip leader positions, but I am opening them all up to everyone after this first introduction. So, but anyway, I wanted to first start off by introducing Miss Nay before we get into the information session, because she is my co-host and she is our trip leader for the Belize trip. So welcome, Nay.
So hello everyone. My name is Naima Rakib. So Naima Rakib is who I am. Miss Nay is related to, so I always wanted a nickname. So Nay is the nickname, but Nay came with like different aspects of me. So in dealing with events and planning in Lisa's trips, I've just become Miss Nay because it's not authority. Let's say not authority, but I've been a leader in a sense. So it's like a title just separate. Not just Nay is here. No, Miss Nay is here. So yes, my name is Naima. I'm from DC, Washington, DC, born and raised. I have been going on trips with Lisa for a very long time. And okay, if it wasn't Deep Creek, but I can remember the first trip I went on. Peaches was there. There was a hot tub outside. It snowed. I had a sled, my daughter's sled, and they had a little hill, and everyone went off to the ski slopes. But me and Peaches and myself used my little sled to slide down the little hill that was by the house. And then it was so sunny. It was like 70 degrees still, and we just sat out in the snow on top of the sleds and did our enjoyment in the sun. So yes, I've been going on for a while and I am in events. And so there was one point that I wanted to help. Oh, I started volunteering because I am a very frugal person and Lisa's activities are very lovely, but I would definitely not like to have to pay for everything. And so I started volunteering at her parties. And so then that led to me like, oh, I kind of want to go on more trips and help with trips because I love doing events, and just slowly ticking away at, hey, at some point I offered to help on a Deep Creek trip, and then didn't happen immediately, but eventually it did. And so that started our friendship, honestly, just me helping out and her trusting me, right? Trusting me. The important thing about Lisa and our relationship is the trust that's between us. Lisa's a person who is very particular about the things she plans and the opportunity she gives. And it took I don't think it took that long, but it took some time and care for her to be able to trust. So I am happy to be her first trip leader because I know that she realizes it's safe in my hands, and I love her company, and I truly feel just blessed to be a part of it and all the things she allows me to co-host. So I'm very happy to be the first trip leader. I wanted this for her and for myself. So it's good that it happened. And yeah, so we're gonna get started. I don't want to spend too much time because I probably can talk a lot, but just know that Lisa, to be able to start this program, Lisa has to truly trust people. So it is, we are at a moment. Lisa is at a moment, y'all. She's been on all the trips. So Lisa's at a moment to not be on one, and I'm happy. And another reason why I wanted to go to Belize, just to give you a little bit more background, my brother's best friend Dale is from Belize, and I've heard about it for years. They've been friends for 20 years, and I've heard about Belize and going to Belize and what it's like, and so I always just wanted to go to experience. And I was talking to Dale last night, so I got some good ideas for us. He's going to send like an itinerary for us on the days that we don't have anything to do. So if someone wants to join me on my trip to the island that I'm supposed to go visit and some other things, I will be letting you all know. He's like, he's picking it all out. And he said the places we're staying are great. So good locations, good things to do there. And so that's like, we're pumped up. All right, here we are. So it is time for us to get started, and we're going to start with some introductions. Now, it should not be as long as Lisa and I, but give us just a little bit about, and if Lisa gave me an agenda and we had practice and everything, I might not remember it exactly. So she'll chime in when I don't do exactly what needed to be done. But I think I've done this enough to get through introductions and some other things. So I see some, first of all, Dr. Megan James. That's just two people. So tell that other person slide in there. Yeah, because that cute face. I'm looking at this and I'm like, there's a lot of damn cute faces on this screen. Like, we about to do it in Belize. I got my little bag I've started to pack. All right. So I'm just going to call y'all to Dr. Megan James and D in parentheses. But no, we're going to get started. We're going to start with introductions. So you're going to just tell us, because we got a couple more things to do to learn each other. So let's just go with name, maybe where you're from and where you're at now, just in case it's not where you're from. And I feel like there was a question she really wanted me to ask that wasn't a part of Icebreakers, but why you're here. It was something about why you decided to be on the trip. Nope, that wasn't it. What was it, Lisa?
Any one of the icebreakers.
Oh, I could do the icebreakers. Okay, good. Failed the first test. But so you're going, where you from? What's your name? And if you got a nickname you prefer, if not, just tell us to call you whatever. And we're still gonna do why are we here? I told you why I'm here for Belize. I want to know why you're here. All right, so can I just go and call you guys Vanessa? You ready? But you gotta take off mute. I don't know if I could take
Okay. Hey, Miss Nay, how you doing?
Fine.
So my name's Vanessa. I'm originally from Connecticut and living in North Carolina now. And I'm already failing the questions. What was the
No, nobody's failing, even though I said that we're all superstars. All you got to do is why you here, right? You're on this call.
Okay,
Why are you
because I
here?
love to travel. I love to travel, and the first event that I went with the Lesbi travel was like as far as an event, not a trip, but it was the yacht trip, like the boat event, and that was a whole lot of fun. I really enjoyed the energy, and Lisa, I really connected with your energy and just your positivity. I feel like you know you bring such amazing like-minded folks together. So that's why I'm here. I'm really looking forward to the trip. I went to Belize like as a quick trip earlier this year. It was one of the stops on a cruise, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go back. So I'm excited to be here.
I love it. Okay. What is it? Bree, LeBose, LeBoss. I am definitely hooked on phonics or not. So what you got? Tell me who you are.
Peace, y'all. I'm Bree the boss. Born and raised in New York and just moved down to Miami, Fort Lauderdale area last year. So I think all of those life decisions and transformations brought me to being on this trip, as well as my lovely lady Denise, who's on the call. I moved down to Florida knowing in my spirit that I needed to be closer to Belize. and just needed to go there to spend some time and explore the culture and the history. Shared that with Denise, and then after like maybe like soon after talking about it for a couple of like intense, serious, intentional conversations, I saw the Lesbi Travel ad for Belize and was like, "Hey, girl, we doing this? There's 3 tickets left," and here we are. So I'm excited to be here. Grateful to be sharing space with y'all, and yeah, I'm ready.
I love it. I love it because I was thinking Denise was pretty too. She looked like my friend Zelly Bonet. That's my friend from middle school. I love me some Zelly. But we're not going to go to you, Denise. I almost did because you was drawing me to you right in the middle of my screen. But we're going to go to Dr. Megan James, but the other one, if y'all know what I mean. Only one of you. So the other one that's not really Dr. Megan James.
Okay, so that's me. My name's Angelica, and you could call me Angelica. I'm originally from Wisconsin, Madison, but I'm now located in Chicago. And we're doing this trip pretty much because this was her idea. And I was just with it. I was like, heck yeah, let's do it. We're also celebrating a birthday. So
yeah, that's why we're doing it. Yeah, I bought it for as a birthday gift to myself for my 40th birthday.
Well, I love it. Good. We'll be celebrating you like crazy then. But we're gonna go to KD next. You must have known. We'll be back.
Okay, I'm off mute.
Yes, but I put myself on mute.
Okay. Hey, Miss Nay, how you doing? Oh, are we
You
on?
can
Am I
just
on?
keep talking. Who are
Okay, I'm
you?
sorry.
Where you at? Where are you from? Why?
And why am I here? Okay, so my name is Kanisha, but I go by KD. K is in karma, D is in delicious. I am originally from North Carolina, and I live in North Carolina currently. Moved all around and came back to North Carolina. And why am I here? Oh my gosh. One, I love to travel. Two, I've been to a Lesbian Friends event, the same as the same dinner cruise, yacht cruise as Vanessa. And I just love the energy, just love the energy of the group. Everybody was so positive, everybody was just so welcoming, and it was just good vibes. So I was like, I definitely want to do a trip. So here I am.
I'm so happy. Well, we're gonna go back to Dr. James. James was my dad's name, so let's hear from you.
I'm Megan. I'm from Chicago, the South Side, born and raised. So that's why she moved here to live with me. And yes, I bought this trip for myself. I've been following you guys for a while, like on social media. I just like to be very connected with my queer community and my, community of color. So I was like, if I'm gonna do a trip, I'd rather do it with you guys. So I booked it.
All right. Well, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Welcome.
My birthday is on
You haven't
Christmas,
come to
so
your
it's like a
40?
gift.
Okay, so it's on Christmas. Okay, so this is definitely a pre thing, right? We're gonna start the month off. Okay. All right, so now last but not least, is that Zelly? No. Denise.
Thank you, Miss May. Hi, everyone. I'm Denise. I am born and raised in New York. I'm still based in New York for now. But similar to Angelica, I'm going to be going to Florida next year for love. So queer love. Gonna be with Brie LaBoss. And why am I here? As Brie had noted, Belize has been something that's very intentional for her and for us. And it just happened to also Megan James be my birthday too. So it's our birthday and we're about to turn up for the Sages in Belize. And yeah, that's why I'm here. I haven't been on a Lesbi Travels group trip before, but I have been on a queer travel group before. And it was such a beautiful community and experience. So I've always wanted to do it again. It was pre-pandemic when I did that. So I'm really excited to explore Belize with y'all. Y'all seem like a dope group.
Already we can feel the energy. So we're gonna go to one more icebreaker before we go through the itinerary, but I want to give you all a little more snapshot about me. So although I may seem peppy and great right now, I'm actually like Lisa. So I am very serious. I am about the schedule. But I wanted to share that with you all. I want you all to understand my personality because I love people. I want everyone to have a good time, but I'm definitely gonna be like, okay, it's time. It is time to go. You do your thing. I ain't gonna bother you doing, but when it's time for us to go and we have a schedule because this schedule is truly planned for us, we want to get there on time. We want to be able to enjoy everything because sometimes it's just going to be a snapshot of that, right? And then we also want to get back to our free time. So I am very structured. So you will see that come out. I'm not gonna be cleaning your room, but and I'm gonna want the space that we all share to be very nice and clean. Just pick up after yourselves. I think we'll have a great time. So I wanted to share that with y'all, but I also want to know, and I'll be one of the last people, but Lisa, Lisa's hand is up. That's one of our clues. But Lisa will be the first one to answer this question, but I'll allow her to speak first, and then I'll bring about the question, and then whoever goes.
Is it the introduction?
No, whatever. Did you not introduce yourself?
Oh,
Your
yeah.
hand is
No,
up. So you remember
okay,
that was a
yes.
signal when you want to
Oh,
talk.
yes, I'm sorry. Y'all did great, including Nay. Sorry, I'm just a participant. But I did want to mention that while this is a great group, we are not whole right now, which is fine. So there are 2 people missing from our from this info session virtual meet and greet. Sarah and Swan, who will be joining us in Belize. But I just wanted to shout them out. They are not on the call, but hopefully they will watch us. And they will still feel like a part of the group, even though they haven't virtually met everyone yet. So that's all I wanted to say, May. Thank you.
Well, stay on because what we want to know is what's your travel must have that you never leave home without?
Ooh. All right. All right. So I'm a sleeper. I mean, sleep's important, and I feel like I probably get like some of the best sleep when I'm traveling because when I'm home, I'm always like my mind is racing. I can do all the things. I can like start a DIY project, but when I'm traveling, I'm just like, all right, I can't do all the things at home. I'm gonna be intentional and be present. So, because I'm a sleeper, I can also fall asleep on a plane before it takes off. And so, my go-to for a travel must-have, even in whether we're driving or flying, boating, wherever, is a pillow. So I have a neck pillow, and I just actually invested in a new one. I should have brought it in as a show and tell. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna test it out when I go to Thailand on Friday. But I just got this new one from Fly Kit or something or other. It's the one that Velcros and like makes you like stiff. Because I've been noticing like I be bobbling and I've done a couple of like, 10+ hour trips this year, flights. And so I was like, let me invest in this $40 neck pillow. But yes, a neck pillow is my travel must have. And I'm gonna put down my hand if I can figure that out.
All right. Denise, can you let us know what's your travel?
Sure. So many things, but if I can think about one, it would have to
One or two.
be. So I have sensitive skin, like very sensitive skin, and so I always need some type of moisturizer. Poor Brie has to deal with like everything being greasy whenever we travel. So I always have moisturizer if anyone ever needs some. That or like SPF, I always have some. And that's all I got right now.
All right. KD, what you got?
My satin pillowcase. One because I have oils and stuff in my hair, and I usually like mess up hotel pillows, so I just bring my own satin pillowcase to make that not happen.
All right. Angelica and Megan, what you all?
I would say a fanny pack. I have like a dozen of them. And I take them to festivals everywhere. I just like to not have my hands full. I want to be able to like shop or do what I'm doing. So I just always have like at least 3 fanny packs with me in different colors. Denise, I'm a fanny pack girl. I got a one on right now. Every day. What would you say, baby?
I would probably say something warm because I get cold a
She'll
lot.
put a coat on in 70-degree weather.
Yeah.
I get it, man. That little breeze will get you.
Yeah, it really will.
But yeah, Vanessa.
I was gonna say satin pillowcase or like I'll have like the satin rollers or like the satin what do you call it? The eye mask. But if I definitely bring the pill. Like I have this little pill pack that has um with the little labels on there. I had just picked that up. So I find it really useful. You know, make sure I have like Benadryl or whatever on hand. So must have.
Okay, because I definitely wasn't sure where that was going when you started with the pill. I was like, okay,
Oh
what
yeah,
pill?
no,
Okay, I
not that.
get it. All right, so Vanessa will have the pills. Megan will have a place to put them. So we are good. All right, so what will I was going to say like four things, and I thought everyone else would, but something that I must have kind of goes together is my robe and my slippers. And then something I must find when I get to a destination, if I can't bring it with me, is my herbal green. So I'll just leave it at that. All right, good to know. Got you. So we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna share my screen. Oh, Lisa.
Last but not least, Bree needs to go.
Oh, Bree, I am so sorry, LaBoss. I'm sorry.
Word, it's okay. Y'all packing up for me, so I'm good on everything that y'all got. Bring a little extra. And I got a bucket hat that I gotta go everywhere I go. And then I bring a bunch of bucket hats and fanny packs. And I get the green where I go to. So again, we all covered. Everybody got a buddy on the trip.
Okay, because I love a good bucket hat. So bucket hats and fanny packs. All right. I apologize about that. All right. So now we're actually going to go through some meat of what we're getting into when we're there. So let's get the sharing on. Right, Lisa? That's where we're going with it. All
Yes.
right. Share. Awesome. Okay. So actually, I can open you back up. All right. So we are, hold on one second. The share screen thing is like on my screen. All right, so is it moving? All right, good. So we are going to talk about Belize. What are we doing? Where are we going? How much fun are we going to have? Let's see if this works. Perfect. All right, so Belize is a hidden gem in Central America with beautiful beaches, rainforests, Mayan ruins, and a lot of other things. So I'm not going to read every single thing that is on these slides. I'm going to breeze through just to maximize so we can get a good idea of what we're doing. Just so you know, if you have a question or anything like that, please raise your hand. Even take yourself off of mute. Lisa is definitely here to answer all our questions. So it's an exotic paradise, a cultural hub. That's what I'm looking forward to the most, just to see the people who are there, see the different communities. That's why I want to explore some of the areas. Gastronomic delight. I know that's talking about the food, but it definitely kind of sounds interesting the way it's written. And it's like, okay. And historical treasures. Yeah, Lisa, we're going to change that word. Oh, hold on. I went the wrong way. Hold on. Okay. Things to know before you go. This is one of the things I felt like it's really important. So I know this is a good group because you all bring stuff like moisturizer, fanny packs, satin pillows. That's a bunch of people who are going to be prepared, right? So we bring like essentials. All right. So one, everyone have a valid passport. And it's okay if you have to stay off screen. I understand sometimes the camera can get funny. So please make sure it's valid passport. Also, at least one blank page on your passport so we can get that thing stamped. We don't have to worry about visa. Now, something that's optional, I think, Lisa, do you still offer it, is travel insurance. So a lot of people feel like that's very important. Some of you may have gotten, and I do think it's important. So think about that if you want it. All right. So we don't have to worry about any COVID-19 restrictions, but I would suggest no one wants to travel sick. No one wants to get sick by the people they travel with. So let's do everything we can to eat all the right foods and take care of ourselves so we can have all the strength and energy as we go. Everything okay, Megan, the way you're looking? Is that okay? You're looking down.
I can't see very well, so I was just trying to read. I was like,
Okay, I just want to make sure if
I have like
okay,
an
so you're
astigmatism
okay.
and everything, so yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I can make it bigger, but I don't want to mess up because I'm one of those people. So we'll go. I'll just we'll send it to you, right, Lisa? Okay, good. All right, so routine vaccination is recommended. There's travel vaccinations. Consider vaccinations for hepatitis A, typhoid, and malaria, and some other things. So we'll get you that, or seek a health professional if you're worried about it. SIM card, they do have a SIM card that some people, it's important to have an extra SIM card when they're in another country. It's just things that are not recommended that you have to, but optional information. All right, but let's get into all participants should register online with the U.S. Department of State. Let them know you're going out overseas. Is it overseas or underseas? Traveling to Belize. So that's important, and you leave your emergency contact. One thing that is good about traveling to Belize, as us as all queer travelers, status or conduct is not illegal in Belize, and there is generally a welcoming atmosphere. So that's good. However, travelers should remain aware of local customs and social norms, societal norms, as they may still be instances of harassment and discrimination, which happens here. But just, we're going to have a good time, but we're also going to protect ourselves because that's what we should do wherever we go. And so there's some other information about that. All right, perfect. All right, currency. The Belize dollar is the official currency issued and controlled by the Central Bank of Belize. So one thing is United States bills are widely accepted, but I think it's also important that you might want to get some of the Belize dollars. So here it says you can go to your bank. Sometimes you can find out if you can get it, if you want to get it before you go, but also when you get there, as long as you have something where you can take money out of an ATM, then you can also get it locally or at currency exchange. So if you do bring your money, US dollars, there are some currency exchanges, but you might want to check it out a little bit before you go. It's the conversion rate is $1 US to 2 Belize dollars. So 20 US dollars to 40 Belize dollars. Hopefully everyone has a generally good exchange rate. And then also you can use your credit cards while you're there. So you might, unless you want to carry cash, I do like to carry cash myself. The average daily cost of entertainment activities in Belize is approximately $100 per person or 50 US dollars. They ain't seen me yet. When I say I'm frugal, I'm frugal. I'm be like, I'm gonna find out where everything is. It ain't gonna cost me 100. We paying not $5, but I just want to be able to explore everywhere. And then food and drinks in Belize can cost anywhere from 40 Belize dollars to 20 per day, 20 US dollars. All right. So you can look up online any currency exchange. Airport information. Has everyone anybody not got their flight yet? So everyone's
Sorry, Nate, can I interrupt? I raised my hand.
Yes, I just saw your hand.
Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. I've tried to order money from 3 or 4 banks. In the United States, it's very challenging to order Belizean dollars from US banks. However, I also have, who was the person who went there earlier this year? I'm so sorry.
Was it Vanessa? No, somebody went there. Vanessa. I think it might have been Vanessa that was
Okay,
quick. It was
Vanessa's
just
off
on the
camera.
stop on a cruise.
Yes, it was a stop on the cruise. I
Yes.
also too went there earlier this year in preparation for this trip. They accept US dollars. So if you have some bring 21s with you. That should be enough to get you started out of the airport. But when you land, you can easily go to so they'll accept dollars. Like they will accept dollars just like they accept their dollars. They will accept US dollars. But you could also go to an ATM at the airport or on your way to the hotel and grab some local currency from there. I have gone to Bank of America, Capital One, Wells Fargo. They do not let you order their currency. So sorry in advance. But at least you know your US dollars will work. And then, sorry, what was the next thing flights. Thank you, Nay. Great.
I got you. They send your flights to Lisa
Yes,
because she
I
does
think
not have all your flights.
I have 3 people's information who have booked flights so far, including Miss May out of the group of 9. And so if you, I need that information to secure a ride to the first hotel for everyone. I would like that sooner than later. My cutoff is the 25th, but we'll just say the 20th. So
We'll say today because everyone here said they had their flights, right? Is there
Yeah,
anyone
so-
who, KD, you don't have your flight? It's
So-
okay if you don't.
forward it
You
to
got
me.
your flight.
Forward me the email confirmation. I
Yes.
do prefer to have the flight number so that I can relay that to the driver. If you are, your flight's delayed, they can monitor that and you can just be on notice. But forward that to me or drop it in the flight. Again, I know I sent you a few emails, but there is a flight spreadsheet link. I will also resend that this week. You can add that to the flight spreadsheet if you want, or you can just quickly forward.
Send her the email. If you have it handy, send her the email so she can plug it into her own sheet. So go ahead, especially if you have it. So let's move on because we got a lot to cover and I want to keep us in our time. We all know that the suggested arrival time is 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. We all understand people may arrive at various times, but hopefully we can be concise. What you said about to say, Katie?
Oh, no, nothing. I was getting a text message off my screen.
Oh, okay. All right. And also I used to teach, so I am like always on it, paying attention to people's like if they're okay. If I feel like I've been too structured on the trip, I'll switch it up. I'll pay attention to personalities. Upon arrival at Phillips S.W. Goldson International Airport in Belize, after you pick up your luggage, please look for the sign exit on your right in the arrival hall and follow the walk path. So anyway, once we see the times of the different travels, we hopefully will be grouped together. So some of us will be able to do this together, but we'll also have a group chat, a WhatsApp chat you all will be in. So we'll work together if we need to remind people where to go. It'll be a lot going on, a lot of travel. So don't worry about memorizing. We'll coach each other through. I get there fairly at the decent time. I'm not the first one to arrive. Anybody arrive before 12 p.m.? Anybody arrive in the morning, a.m.? Anybody arrive between 12 p.m. and 2? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. So it looks like some of us might be able to be clumped together, but together. I think I arrive at 1, somebody arrives at 12, somebody arrives at 3. So that seems like a good time. We'll find after a short walk, our guide waiting for us that says Trails of Belize. If you don't remember anything else, because I'm pretty sure all the guides wait in the same place, remember Trails of Belize. Then we're going to get to our hotel, unless they're taking you to other places. So we might need to remember the name of the hotel too. All right. If you cannot locate your guide, please contact Let's Be Friends Travel via WhatsApp. Again, we'll have all this information later. And then when we depart, transfers to Nagirarai International Airport as depart. I was wondering what that means, Lisa. We're going to a different airport when we leave. What is going on? Look, it's a different airport. Is that old? Because one of the airports says Philip Goldson International Airport in Belize, and then it says transfers to a different airport. You don't see that?
I'm going to fire my assistant.
Okay, because I'm like, I saw that yesterday.
No, that is my mistake. I'm sorry. I've literally looked at this 5 times and I've just kept missing it. So my apologies. Nope, you were flying in and out of the same airport. Thank you for catching that name.
Yeah, so we are flying in and out of the same airport, and we will also be dropped off at the airport, same time for everyone, 11 a.m. Awesome. All right, let's go to the next thing. Where will we be staying? Something beautiful, Mystique River Jungle Resort Lodge. So it's eco-friendly, secluded location, luxury accommodations, some adventure activities, fine dining, gastro dining, relaxation, wellness, sustainable practices. All right, so from December 5th through 8th, that's where we'll stay. We'll check in 3 p.m., we'll check out 11 a.m., and then we're going somewhere when we check out. And here's the address. And of course, this will be sent to you so you'll have it later. All right, so when on our second leg of the trip, we'll be staying in Belizean Dreams Resort. It's beachfront. I can't wait. I love the water. Definitely love being by the beach. I know Belize has a lot of water, so I'm thinking we'll see it from our first place, but I definitely can't wait to get to that beach just to be there. I love the beach. Not in the water most times. Not that I can't swim. I just like the beach. All-inclusive package. All right, so that means drinks included. I don't drink. I say that because I get excited about that. Oh, no drinks. I'm sorry. I saw all-inclusive and, adventure, buy a drink at the liquor store. Adventure and excursions, dining options, relaxation, and wellness. So we're going to be there December 9th through 11th. So that are in our trip. We have some all right, food recommendations. We'll have a lot of different foods to eat, but rice and beans. Everybody got a little bit of rice and beans, all the countries with stew, right? You go a lot of places like get some rice and beans. That is a great trip. Fried jacks. These are deep fried dough pockets. Savory pastry. I actually like stuff like that, dough. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna be careful. We're gonna try some various foods, fresh seafood. I hope no one's allergic so we can all try some fresh seafood together. We're right by the water. We gotta get something good. All right, so it says from the local eateries and street food stalls, we got $5 to $10 US dollars per meal. Mid-range restaurants, $10 to $20 US dollars. And then it says fine dining restaurants and upscale resorts, $30 and above. Anybody have anything to say? Any questions?
Oh, I was gonna put in a group chat, but since you guys have registered, which could have been several months ago, I have noted everyone's dietary preferences for the meals that are included on the trip. But if anything has changed, I know there are some plant-based people, some dietary restrictions, but if anything has changed from now, since the time that you registered, or you just have a question, I know a few people don't eat pork. There's again vegan, plant-based people. Just reach out to me directly if you don't mind, so I can notate that because I want everybody to be well taken care of.
All righty. So I have another question. And do as great as you all did before. We'll go around really quickly. I had this one, but I couldn't think of my answer, so I'm going to change the question. But what is the best souvenir you ever brought home from a trip? So, right, this was a hard one for me, but KD, you want to start? Actually, Bree's
Oh,
gonna start because we're
yeah,
not gonna forget Bree, and then KD's gonna go. Bree, what you got?
yeah.
What's the craziest or the best souvenir you ever brought home from a trip?
I'm probably gonna steal Denise's answer, which I'm excited about. Thank you for picking me first. We actually just got back from Morocco and we bought a traditional like Berber rug. And it's fly. I'm glad.
Okay, I love it. All right, KD, what you got?
Ah, I have no idea. I'm gonna say probably it was just like a little water. Um, it was a bottle with water in it and like the ocean water and some shells in it from Turks and Caicos.
All right, Vanessa, what you got?
Um, Probably most recently was a charm from Pandora. It had like I went to Spain and it was like the there's a huge church called the Sagrada Familia, and it was just a little charm that you could only get in Barcelona. So that was pretty cool.
All right, Lisa, what about you?
I was just in Spain at Little Strata Extremia. That's awesome. Best souvenir are always my memories.
Say it again.
Best souvenir are always my memories. I don't
Oh,
do
okay.
I know I'm lame. That's okay.
That's not lame. I mean, what? I'll tell mine and then we'll go with Denise and then you ladies will wrap it up for us. I would say whether it was a souvenir or not, but I go visit my daughter who lives in Illinois, Champaign. She's in graduate school. And there's this country salvage store. And when I go there, I really get some good discounted stuff. And so I love it. It's a lot of things, but just going to visit that store, anything I can find from there. I bought some really good healthy cat food. So I'll go with that. All right, Denise.
Rory definitely stole my answer. I was scrambling to find another one and I couldn't. But yes, I was gonna say the rug. I don't know if Angelica and Megan said their favorite souvenir. Unless they did
Say it
already.
one more time.
I don't know if Angelica and Megan said their favorite souvenir.
They haven't
Unless
said
they
it yet.
did.
Why you want to steal theirs?
Okay. No, I don't. I just didn't
Okay.
want to make sure everyone went, that's all. But yeah, rug.
No,
for
they're
me.
gonna go next. Okay, you can have the same thing to work. All right, Megan, Angelica.
So my favorite souvenir was from Spain. I brought back some traditional cookies. They're like almond cookies and they were delicious. I tried ordering them, but they're just not the same price, so yeah.
I collect like a piece of jewelry every time I travel. So like all my jewelry's collected. So like I got this necklace we were at like an artisan store in Nobu in Cabo, and a lot of people asked me about that. And then I got this one ring from like New Orleans, like vintage store, like a vintage jewelry store. So I like to and then like I got this from Sedona. So all my jewelry's collected. So that's what I like to do.
Angelica, you actually made me think about truly my favorite one because it was food too. I went to South Africa and Cape Town, and I found and discovered salt and vinegar popcorn. And I brought some back. I was not able to find it anywhere to order it. I've even bought some vinegar now. And I found a vinegar powder from Detroit. And so those salt and vinegar popcorns, amazing. Still ain't found it. I found some dill pickle vinegar popcorn at the dollar store, but it ain't that salt and vinegar. All right. So we're gonna all right, and I like you all's things. All right, so we're gonna go back to food. Let's go. It's Canva's asking me a question. I'm probably gonna kind of let me see. Is my screen is definitely still sharing, right? Why can I not get back to the thing, Lisa? Hold on. I think I got it.
Okay,
All
yeah.
right, so we got some more pictures of some beautiful food from Chef Rob. Is he near us? Is he coming to feed us? Yes, because no, we got Chef Rob here. We're gonna get a food one day. I don't know if it's from Chef Rob. Wild mangoes. I love mangoes. So I would love, that's a place to eat, but I'm gonna look for my wild mangoes. And then water. So, all right, and that's really important because I know we all think about this. In Belize, many restaurants and cafes across Belize, tap water may not be readily served, primarily due to concerns regarding its quality. So we haven't heard about Belize like we hear about Mexico, but it's pretty close. I know you could take like a ferry there. So we'll just go with finding as much bottled water as possible. So we will be careful. So there's a lot of bottled water. Important for visitors to note that water is not commonly included in meal costs and must be paid for separately. Therefore, travelers are encouraged to budget accordingly and consider purchasing bottled water as needed. We'll make sure we get to us a little store so we can have water where we're staying each time as well. So we can have it at night. All right, what are we doing? We're arriving day one. We're all gonna arrive, be checked in by 3, maybe get settled by 4 or 5, and we'll have a Belize City tour. There's an optional activity. So there will be a few optional activities Lisa has given. Everyone doesn't have to go, but she wants to give you the opportunity, and they also have an additional cost. So if it's an optional activity, I'm assuming, we shall assume most of it has an additional cost, but we will have a Belize City tour. The activity we can go, or you can go on a rum tour, dive into the history of travelers rum with a guide touring and tasting. Are there any rum drinkers here? All right, I see it. Okay, it's rum and herbal. All right. So then I know where I'm going to visit in the States. So day 2, breakfast and okay, so I am not going to be able to pronounce any of these words. And so Lisa, you want to help with the places we are going? And he told me, say Ignacio. It's kind of, he was trying to tell me last night.
Ignacio. But also if there are Spanish speakers who want to correct me, that's fine too. San Ignacio Market. Yes, it's a very popular market. This is an area that we're staying in. And we're gonna get some local culture, history. This is a culturally immersive trip, but also, you know, you get like some of what the locals do, but also some of what the tourists do, because, you know, we're tourists essentially, so we might want to do like the other stuff that the locals don't do too. But yes, so we will get a market and a culturally immersive day visiting the local sites as well.
Because I think that is the X thing is a Mayan ruin.
Oh, I
When
was
told
not
him.
trying to pronounce that. I'm so sorry.
Yes, but when I read it to him last night, he's telling me it was a Mayan ruin. All right, day 3, we get some breakfast. I guess that's when the chef is coming. And then we'll enjoy free time. So explore Belize paradise. So there's an optional activity, Barton Creek Cave exploration. And that's one of the days when I was speaking with him, I might go to the island because he said because where we'll be staying, it's easier to get like a taxi to the city that we could take the water taxi. So that's the day, but more information will be coming. Or do we have some explorers in here who really do want to try some islands and different things in Belize? No?
I'm down.
Okay. You say yes, but all right. If not, some people might be coming just to relax. That's okay too. You might just want to relax where you are and need that break. All right. All right, day 4. We having breakfast again. We got an early morning yoga class. I can't wait. We got a Maya Coco,
Cacao.
Belizean cacao. That's chocolate, right? Belizean experience transfer, and then that's where we go to our next destination, which is Hopkins Village. All right, day 5. Oh, towards the end of the trip, we get a lot of breakfast. We're going to get some breakfast that day. Let's see, Garfuna Punta dance class. We got a dance and drumming class. We're going to Lagoon Crossing to what? Plamento Grove Cultural and Fishing Lodge. We're gonna get in the water, Lisa? Is it like a cave or something?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
Absolutely.
Is that what it is?
Yes, day 5 is very culturally immersive. You're going to be with
I
the
love it.
locals you're going to be dressing up, cooking, eating, nourishing your soul. You're going to feel like you're from Belize.
Let's all find a new favorite souvenir to bring back. All right. And I love earrings, Megan. So that might be, I can join you on that jewelry thing. Like I love a good pair of earrings. And day 6, breakfast and free time, another adventure day. So we'll find out what's close that we can get into. All right, day 7 is going to be breakfast and farewells. But I am pretty sure a couple of you mentioned this because you have been to Lisa's trip. The one thing I do appreciate about the trips that Lisa puts together, even the parties and things like that, they're really, for some reason, a bunch of great people find each other. Right? Good people are attracted to similar things. And so know that we should be giving off our best selves and energy and feel that we are in a good environment because normally good people come to her trips. So she'll have this and you'll have the full itinerary. Let's see. So the weather, let's see, because I didn't look yet. Okay, this says in late June, so Bali, so you still got to fire the person. So I'm not really sure what the temperature is going to be in Belize. Did anybody look up the temperature? I know you all are prepared. Who looked up the okay, tell us, Dr. James, what's the temperature in Belize when we go?
It said upper 80s, like 85 to
Oh,
80.
upper 80s. Okay, so this wasn't part of the deal, but and Denise, I know you might still be in your car, so I apologize for this, but maybe you can find something in the car. I want everyone to take 60 seconds where you in the house, and go find something. I don't know if y'all have already packed or did something like that, but find something cute that you were planning to bring on a trip. It could be anything. All right. Don't make it super cute. Don't be super stressed, but go in your house, find something, come right back that you were planning to bring on a trip. And Denise, you can tell us about it if anyone's not home or unless it's in your car.
I got you.
All right, I see some people coming back. Now, Megan, tell me, what's your profession?
So I am a behavior analyst, but I'm also a clinical psychologist. So I do both. So I run a company for kids, like we work with kids with autism, we do in-home therapy. And I do
Oh,
a little bit of outpatient, but my specialty is neurodevelopmental conditions. So I do like diagnosis and treatment.
all right. Oh, okay. Vanessa, your hand is up. What you got to say?
Oh, I think that I think I hit that by accident. My bad.
But are you ready? Because since I can't see your screen, you ready?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You don't
I'm
have to
just
show
gonna
your
bring
screen, but you
my
go ahead, show us.
sunglasses. That's it.
Okay. All
My
right,
favorite
that's good.
sunglasses.
I like it. All right, Denise, do you have something you want to tell us or anything you're able to grab to show us?
I do not. I actually am at my night job. So no, I don't have any. I can tell you what I do.
Tell us what you're gonna bring on the trip. If you were to grab something, what would it be?
Okay. Um, I would probably bring a playlist. So music is like one of my love languages. I know it's not a technical love language, but I will bring a Belize playlist
All right,
for
we
us.
can't wait to hear it in the house. I feel like it's gonna get the hips moving, so I'm glad I put pants on. My friend said I ain't need pants, but I got on pants to do the moving just in case you all would have saw it. But okay, I
And so
like
I'll bring a
that. I
speaker in
like
there. I'll
that.
bring a speaker so we can all play music too.
Yes, I
There we
love
go.
dancing. I
There
love
we
dancing.
go.
Okay, KD, what you got? What you bringing?
Just my backpack. It's a nice little handy backpack.
Okay, all right, I like it. So I grabbed my bikini. I've just picked it out the other day because I'm putting away my summer clothes. So I was like, you know what? I'll take this. So my bikini. All right, Jess, Megan, what you got? Oh, hold on. And I brought this because I feel like maybe everyone received this. I got this in the mail and it's a pass. So I was like, all right, but what you got, Megan?
I also got my bikini. I bought this one for Europe. I like didn't get to wear it, so I'm gonna wear it for the Belize trip. But I thought it was
Blue, my favorite color. Okay, I love it. All right, Bree, Bree, what you got?
You're bringing earrings, right?
She's going last.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just, I'm trying to split it up, make it a
You
little
know, my
different, not to. No, I love it. Look, we all got skills. What you got, Bree?
Denise, this one's for you. I'm gonna bring this shirt to wear on your birthday for your dinner.
Oh,
So whatever we end up
it's
doing.
Wow,
see-through.
yeah.
Yes,
Yo,
you should
she's
be
never worn this
excited.
shirt.
Oh, yay. It looks see-through and a little bit of feminine. I like see-through. All right. All right. Lisa, you want to show us something, even though you're not coming? No. All right, Angelica, what you got?
I'm gonna be bringing some earrings that just match with my clothes and jewelry.
Okay.
My favorite
I
earring
like
thing.
it. They look like buttons a little bit. The
Yeah.
way I saw them.
They're gauges. They have a little bumblebee. They're my little special occasion.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Perfect. So we got some high weather. Thank you for knowing what the weather was. And is the rainfall part right too? Probably not. That's probably Bali too. This whole page is not us.
I'll fix
Well, we're gonna
it.
skip
I'll fix
it.
it tomorrow.
All right, but it's too late. We didn't already met. So, and then let's be queer things. Let me see. In Belize, so is this the same thing? So same thing, you can read it. Hold on. It says, is acceptance of LGBTQIA. It's the whole alphabet. Individuals varies by region. Coastal areas like San Pedro, Placencia, Placencia. And okay, so are we going near any of these places for these bars? So we'll have to check it out and see if we're close to any of these, because I like a good nightlife, at least a little bit to dance. We can create it in the house, but I definitely do like to be out at night, experience just nighttime. It feels, especially if it's gonna be nice weather, and I love to see gay people too. So let's try to make that happen. We're gonna do all the research. All right, let's see what else we got. Getting around, it can be done through various transportations. We got taxis, transport apps, rental cars. I don't know if anyone's written a car, bicycle rentals. Oh, that would be fun. So there's a couple of ways, or unless this is Bali, but no, sorry, Lisa, I'm just teasing. But there's a couple of ways to get around. So we'll see once we get there. Or I know some of you will probably be doing some research. Who's my researcher in here? Who's gonna find out everything, where the taxis are, how much it costs, what time we gotta leave? There's probably, nope, KD said, not I.
Nope.
I'm like in between. I'm going with what's planned here. And I like to walk. So can I walk to it? Is always my question. Lisa, what you about to say?
Fix it, and then y'all will not need to do the research.
Okay. Public bus. And I love one thing when I do travel, I love to use public transportation. So I hope that is easy to get around from DC. It's just a public transportation place. And we got some water taxis. So if we're close there, we'll do it. Maybe when we're by the beach. All right. Stay connected. All right. So everyone will be invited to the WhatsApp soon, or if you haven't already been, let's stay connected. Let's just share things like that, questions. Now, if you have certain questions, please be sure to ask Lisa directly. Anything in the background about the trip, money, things like that, please send that out offline. What we'll do is the WhatsApp chat about is trying to engage each other. Right now, you may come in, introduce yourself. She probably has like added photo or something like that, because we haven't seen some people, but we'll get really engaged throughout. Maybe if you find out little tips and things like that, we're not, just let us know. That's kind of what the WhatsApp is for. All right, what to wear? We already know it's going to be nice weather. It's going to be our summertime, right? So we want some lightweight shorts, t-shirts, tanks, breathable pants, swimwear, like jacket. Always, listen, I don't care where you go, bring a jacket. If you have a poncho, bring a poncho. I definitely do that now. Jacket, poncho, hat. Sunglasses, we want to protect ourselves. Things that health-wise that will help you. Denise mentions moisturizer earlier. Bring your lotion, bring your sunblock, night out attire, at least one or two outfits that you can, or some interchangeable things. And you don't have to bring sleepwear, but if you plan to walk out in the main area, I mean, I don't care. But some people might want you to be covered up. Again, I don't care. But cover it up, or if you feel more comfortable, at least bring a robe or something like that, because we do want to be free. This is our vacation, even though we're sharing in a common space. So if you like to be free and let it hang out, at least have a robe when you're out walking around. All right. She got a whole packing list. Please bring toothbrush, deodorant, or money to buy it if you leave it. That's all I gotta say. Also, bring everything you need, most of what you need, because although Denise has some moisturizer, it is not for you to ask every single day, right? We're not going to ask people for all this stuff, but we know we're going to share a lot of things. We're probably going to share food and stuff, but let's be respectable of other people's things and not leave out too much. All right. Although some people might like to share a lot of stuff. Let's see. Something that's really important. So I'm in charge of the social media for somewhat of gathering some social media. Do I have a Facebook page? Sure. Ask me, am I locked out again? Sure. So you help me help Lisa. Some of us, anybody love to take pictures and videos? Anybody? No? I have to hop off. Bye, Denise. Go work. It was nice meeting you. Well, and anybody? Well, anyway, hopefully at least some photos. So let's help take some photos, drop it in our photo album, upload it as often as you can so that Lisa can post for the trip and promote. It is her business, right? So some aspects, if make sure the photo is comfortable. There will be photos you can put in there that's just for our joy. You can let her know you don't want them posted, but you want to share with the group. That's okay too. But let's videos of activities we're doing and things like that. So let's do that. And I will be taking some too that will be posted. So please be sure to let me know if you, hey, I don't want to be seen on the video, or I don't mind, I don't mind a photo or two of the group, but don't, post me all over. We'll definitely be mindful of that. All right. That is, I think I've done 31 slides. Lisa, is there anything else?
I'm gonna piggyback off of what Nay said for the photos. So when I first started, I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna bring a photographer on every trip, and really the people who come on the trips pay for that. So I didn't really want to do that or pass on that cost. But I just noticed everybody just likes photo sharing, which is great. I do have a full-time social media manager. I don't do it myself. I don't enjoy doing that. I need my government day job. So yes, Steph helps me out. And so essentially Nay is going to be our champion for that. So that's why we have a shared photo album. So, we don't have to have the fancy photographer, but y'all are the best photographers. But I respect everybody, their wishes. If there's something you don't want posted, or if you're just not a social media person, you can just share that and your wishes will be respected. But if you do want your face on social media, you don't mind, then happy to share your beautiful beings with the rest of people, with, the rest of the community. So yeah, share at your leisure, but also, we're respectful of preferences, in sharing. So, and Nay is not on social media, so she is not using social media. She is just encouraging y'all to share your pictures. Nay does not
So
like-
I don't have to take as many,
I have
but
to.
I'm gonna get some. So we're gonna wrap it out, but I do want to do one last thing to kind of end it out. And the last thing was, what's the last picture you took on your phone? And maybe a brief story. So anybody want to share? Right, I had to look too. So I'll go first. So the last picture I have on my phone, other than me taking a picture of the last picture I took, I think, was a picture of, I had some work done in my house and through a community program, and I was taking a picture of somewhere where something is messed up. But I wasn't going to share that. But the last picture I have is actually a picture of Lisa and I. On Friday we went to Pennsylvania to go to Lancaster County and visit covered bridges. So if you don't know, it's little bridges they used to make to cover the roads, the wooden roads and stuff. Yeah, if you're from the East Coast, I realize the East Coast might know a little bit more about covered bridges than like people from the West Coast. But anyway, so that is the last picture I have. Looking at me, a beautiful picture of Lisa and I. Who's gonna go next?
I'll go
Okay, go
next.
ahead.
'Cause it's
Oh,
very
well,
simple. The
okay.
last picture I took is of a piece of mail that I sent to a friend that I was picking up her mail for her.
All right. Angelica, okay.
The last picture I took was the package of Belize, the Belize trip. We got the passports.
Oh, okay, I can see the color a little bit. I see it. Okay, there you go. Oh, everybody got different color. I guess so we won't mix up our passports.
Yeah. So that was the last
Okay.
picture, yep.
All right, Megan, you want to tell us?
It's a picture. I took some of my employees to like a Halloween bar for like fun, and so it's a picture of me and them in our costumes.
Okay. What were you for Halloween?
Me and her last weekend we went out and we were the devil, like kinky devils, but then at work I was Barbie.
Okay,
For the-
kinky
for the
devil to
kids.
Barbie. we had to switch up kinky.
Totally.
Vanessa, what was the last photo you took?
It was a big pot of Jamaican soup that I just made. Some chicken soup with some dumplings and yams, and it came out really good.
Bree?
Um, I got a whole gang of outside cats that live between my yard and my neighbor's yard, and it's a bunch of girls. So I call them the council women, and I had a picture of
Oh, not the
our conversation this morning outside.
Oh, okay. The council women, you feed them too?
Nah,
Okay.
I
So
gave
you
them
just let the
water.
council be.
I make sure they got water, and if they need somewhere to sit down, they got some nice furniture for that too.
Just water. Look, she said, I don't want them to stay. I mean, they can come around, but just water. But that's good because they need water. Lisa, what's the last photo you took?
My voting picture with my sticker.
Okay. All right. Well, this was a pleasure. It was really nice to meet all of you. I look forward. I truly feel blessed for this opportunity and just to travel because I love traveling too. All right, Lisa, what did anything else? I turn it back to you.
Thank you all for grace in advance. Y'all will get the travel guide emailed to you before the end of the week. With a reminder to send me your flight information. Everybody has been added to the group chat, via the phone number that you registered with. So hopefully y'all are in the group chat. It's a WhatsApp group chat, which most countries use just for communication internationally. So that's what our go-to is. And so feel free to, there's an introduction that you can also include in the group chat, but feel free to get friendly on there. All, again, as Nay mentioned earlier, all pertinent, like you need to know this. Email me, text me, call me directly. I will be on the group chat, of course, but it's not, I'm on 50 group chats, unfortunately. So I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody's message if it is important, outside of, like fun banter. But you guys are a great group. I'm really excited for this group. I'm also sad I'm not going. Like it was hard to relinquish control. Like Nay has volunteered like 10 times before I actually let her be my friend. But I love her now. And hopefully you all will love her too. But it is, yeah, it's gonna be great. You guys are gonna have a great time. I'm secretly jealous, but also this is like the growing pains of business. So watch what Nay does, get all the feels, then, maybe be inspired to be a trip leader in the future and go on a trip that you don't have to necessarily pay for. But you got to do a little work. It's work. So, we're gonna, yeah. But I'm excited for y'all, everyone's experience. Belize is great. Y'all are gonna feel amazing about this trip. I promise.
All right. Good night. I'm
All right,
sorry.
bye, Nay. I'll be
All right,
on
I know.
with y'all.
She can stay on. I
Nay
got
probably
something to
gotta
do.
go boo love or something.
Yeah,
But
we made dinner tonight. I'm going to eat some dinner and watch
Nay,
Velma. Good
Nay was
show.
like, I don't
Bye.
want this work. All right, bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good
y'all.
night. Bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
You too.
You
Thank
too.
again. Y'all are beautiful. I'm so sad about coming. Okay, go have fun for me.
It's not too late, Lisa.
Oh, I might go look at Southwest when I get off of here.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Night, night.
Bye.
Bye.